Lauren, the only way that I can describe this is absolutely devastating and heartbreaking. Right now we're on Russellville Road where a majority of the damage took place, and the National Weather Service out of Louisville has just confirmed that possibly an EF2 tornado is what caused this damage, with winds up to 120 miles per hour. And if you look around this neighborhood, you can just see that completely played out. I mean, it is just absolutely devastating. Now, I talked to about 3 families so far in the area who told me the storm was so loud they actually thought that it was gunfire. There are people in this neighborhood just trying to work through this wreckage. There's people on the roofs trying to get around, and a lot of these neighbors, as you can imagine and as a lot of us are familiar with, are still extremely shaken up, and they're trying to check on their family members in the area. So I just want to advise you, if you know anyone around Bowling Green, if you have friends or family, please reach out to them and make sure they're okay. And Lauren, pray for Kentucky, because a lot of us in Nashville and West Tennessee know this feeling all too well, and it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of our coverage today, I know, at least for me, some of the same scenes I'm seeing, I keep thinking, gosh, this looks like March 3rd. This looks like March 3rd. Have you had that thought too?
I have, and a lot of people that I've talked to in this neighborhood have said the same thing. It's almost like we share this common bond, because we pulled up in the car and they're like, Nashville's here, you understand, you've been through this too, and so they get it. And I can tell you firsthand, this neighborhood is already banding together and just trying to work through this devastation and all of the damage.
Has anyone been able to even think next steps, like, hey, this is going to take me days to clean up, or hey, Christmas is coming, or are they still just very much right here in the moment?
The family I spoke to said they're really just living in this moment right now. They are so thankful that everyone's okay. They told me, they said, our cars are ruined, our house is ruined. We don't care. We just want to make sure everyone's okay, because a lot of these people have family members that live down the road. Another man I spoke with said his parents lived right down the street, and all they had was one wooden plank fall on their roof, and they're completely okay. But then over behind me, absolute devastation. So really their main focus right now is working through this damage, working through their shock, and making sure the number of fatalities doesn't keep rising, which we do expect to come later on. Just a few miles away from this road, we barely saw any damage. You turn the corner and you can't walk past this road. We're going to be just southwest of Bowling Green. We're on Russellville Road, and a lot of members of the community and families here say this is it. This is one of the hardest hit areas. That tornado touched down and stayed down for 227 miles, and 200 of those miles did happen in Kentucky. And we actually have new information from the National Weather Service as well. They have just confirmed that the tornado, based on the damage, has been upgraded to an EF3 with wind gusts up to 150 miles per hour. Kentucky's governors and leaders are calling this one of the hardest days of their lives, and saying that there's still a lot of work to be done and rebuilding to be done, as a lot of the families in this neighborhood are just trying to grapple with the severity of what happened and what to do next.
When you just see video of tornadoes in different areas, I know we all have one reaction looking at it on our TV screen. What's it like for you just standing there and actually being in person and seeing this level of devastation?
You know, we see the tweets, we saw the videos on the way here. It is so much different when you step onto this road. It honestly made me want to cry, because immediately we saw families walking around together looking for their other loved ones, just searching through all the rubble.